Greetings to the free world known to man. We're back at you again. Now, we have a question for you good people. Why don't we just simply wait for all the racist people to die off? Had to think about this one for like a split second. Before we get into that, let's remember that no one is born racist. No one. So how are we supposed to just wait for the racist people to die off if the folks that become racist are being taught racism? Okay, here, let's go back to the original question. Why don't we wait for all the racist people to die off? Here, let's take a little brief history lesson. There were slaves in America, and the slaves were sitting around waiting to be freed. Harriet Tubman wasn't waiting. She was running slaves from the South to the North. Matter of fact, when the Emancipation Proclamation took place, the slaves were finally freed, but in the South, they had to wait a couple more years. June 19th in Texas, it's a celebration. Look it up if you don't believe it, because they were finally freed. And then after the slaves were free, they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're free, but you're not equal. Don't get happy with that freedom, boy. You do as you're told, still. And that went on for like another 100 years until Martin Luther King Jr. took a bullet. Became a martyr. You know, kind of like, we don't know, Jesus. Yeah, he had to take a bullet for his people to be equal. And then even after they were equal, you had angry white people sitting in front of schools, threatening little children who were finally allowed to get the same education that their kids were. And these people were mad about it. And then after that took place, well, you're equal. You got equal rights. There's no segregation. It's all over with. Really? But we're still waiting on the racist folks to die off. But it's over. Now, if no one's born racist, that means that, you know, the grandparents or great-grandparents, if they're still alive, that are racist, they have children, and their children have children, and their children have children. And that's where the racism comes from. So when you walk around talking about, oh, well, don't see in color, don't label people. Bruh, if you're not labeling them as racist, like someone said something incredulous the other day, oh, well, those are just morons. No, they're not morons, they're racists. And those racists come from parents that are racist. They're going to have children that are racist. See, Oklahoma University, y'all remember that? Hanging from a tree, never pledge with me. However, we don't even remember how the song goes. But you know what we also don't remember? Just like you don't remember any of those fine, young, outstanding citizens' names without having to use a search engine. So here, why do we not wait on racism to die off? Because it won't. If you're sitting there doing this, like an ostrich with your head in the sand, then they're just going to keep on multiplying. They're going to keep on doing whatever it is they want to do, however they want to do it, and say however they want to say, and put people in situations. Pit friends against friends. When one friend is sitting there telling you that it's raining outside and we're not urinating in your eyes, you'll be the friend that'll sit there and try to actually piss in our eyes and tell us it's raining.